And we're live! Hello all, and welcome back to the INVICTUS stream. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I am here tonight with the one, the only, the very talented Mr. James Schwartz.
Hello, everybody.
And I'm joined once again by the lovely, exuberant, Miss Joe Fallak. And of course, tonight we are joined by the one and only Mr. Alex Guthrie.
Oh, good evening.
And tonight, we bring you the one and only Jared and the Argonauts. That's right. Tonight, we face off against such Greek terrors as the Hydra, the Harpies, and the Open Sea in a quest for the Golden Fleece. If you haven't seen Jason and the Argonauts, you haven't missed much. It was a 1963 film that had a, I want to say, great following when it came out, but that was 1963, and besides the skeleton animatronics, nothing really dated that well, but that is besides the point. Tonight, we are so excited to be back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the INVICTUS stream. We stream every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Whether it be video games or RPGs, that really depends on the week. We've been doing a lot of video games lately.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. There's a lot of video games out now that are really exciting, so that's just the fun of it. Yeah, tonight we are playing this one-shot Jared and the Argonauts, the RPG, in air quotes. How's everybody doing today?
Super good.
Yeah?
Doing
good.
really well. Yeah. Everybody can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Great.
You sound great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Some crystal
Yeah,
clear.
no. Just grooving.
I love this well thought out, well planned
Yeah.
group cosplay.
Very well planned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Weeks in the making.
Weeks.
Weeks and weeks.
Hand woven sheets
That's
from
Yeah.
a
We
local
had-
artist in South.
They're authentic garb. They're
Yeah.
Greek
Authentic
era.
garb. Yeah. Yeah.
So has anyone seen Jason and the Argonauts, the film?
A little bit.
Oh, is it the history of the world?
Oh, yes, of course. I was reading up on this.
That's awesome.
Just,
Just a
you know,
big...
what it was
book.
like around the time of the Argonauts.
Ah, so you grabbed your towel and decided to wrap it around yourself.
Oh,
to make
no,
sure
this
it
is
would-
the Egyptian cotton, isn't it?
Oh, then you're good. Yeah, that's right. It's a cotton blend.
Oh.
I have that. Tonight, we bring you Jared and the Argonauts, whatever, you'll fucking see it. This is going to be an 18-plus show, as it always is.
Well,
Always better to warn them after the fact than before the
Drop
fact.
an F-bomb and then say sorry.
Whatever. They should know by now. Shame on you if you don't know. Check out Dice Shame Podcast. New episode comes out tomorrow at 1:20 a.m. Alex gets deep in this one. Check out Dimension Door
Ooh, I
Podcast.
don't remember which one this is.
Severed Fate, or which came out
Regular
today?
Dimension Door.
Regular Dimension Door came out today. And happy belated birthday to both Joe and James.
yes, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
It's
birthday.
just proof that if you know somebody born on November 27th, they're a great game master.
That's right.
It's true. It's very true.
That's right. Just like
how
our
funny is that?
child's
The living
friend.
Yeah, both James and Joe are born on the same day. Did you know that, Alex?
No, I didn't. Why?
Same
now?
birthday.
Now?
We're birthday buddies.
Happy,
So
happy
funny.
belated birthday to both of you.
I went like 30 years without having another single person that I knew with a birthday on the same date as me. And
Then,
I found
one
James.
fateful night, you found another boy named James. And in that, you found a birthday soulmate, someone that you could share that fabulous day with. And now you'll never be alone again.
That's right.
Yeah. No, it's. I hope you had a great birthday, James. I know Joe had a great birthday because I was part of it for the most part.
It was the
Alex
best.
looks really concerned about something.
I'm just shooting a private message over to Joe. I feel really bad. I actually forgot to wish her happy birthday.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh no!
My
Don't worry about it.
apologies.
That's your sister-in-law to be.
I'm just
Forgot to
gonna
wish her
rub it
happy
in on
birthday.
your birthday. Don't worry.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
be
I've
like,
got something to cure the wound. So here, I'll drink this to you. I don't know.
Oh, that's going to be a fun night tonight.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to like the video and all that kind of stuff. Beyond that, new shit coming out. As I said, Dice Shame, that's about it, right? I don't
Yeah,
think there's
man.
anything else.
I don't know. It feels like I haven't played in a while. It was Halloween last time.
maybe
I was here.
what we should
Yeah.
let people know about our Christmas game.
Christmas game?
Oh,
yeah, Thursday.
That'll be fun.
Thursday. That's a great point.
It's not a Wednesday.
So it's not going to be a Wednesday this year because it's Alex's birthday on the
Oh,
22nd of December.
Yeah. And so I said, Harlan, for my birthday, all I want is just to move the stream to a Thursday. It's like sort of a weird power thing I do.
Maybe we should,
Hey, don't boo him.
Look, yeah.
and we should also mention that the stream on the 15th
It's canceled.
is going to be canceled.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
right. Now
guys.
you can boo.
Now, yeah.
No
Why?
stream on the
What
15th. Well, I don't know if there's going to be no stream on the 15th. We might pre-record something. I don't know yet. But regardless, the 22nd game will be on the 23rd, the next day, the Thursday. It'll be the day before Christmas Eve. We're going to do our annual Christmas game. It's going to have a bunch of friends dropping by, some for the whole game, some for only an hour, but they'll be stopping by. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I hear Michael Bublé will be stopping by.
Well, when you said friends,
the
I
Bubble Man.
thought you meant like, Chandler is gonna stop in and Ross.
Yeah, Chandler.
Chandler. Yes,
Chandler.
the canonical
No,
Chandler.
Chandler. it's like he's hanging
that guy.
from the
Chandler's
roof,
List.
hanging from the
I
ceiling.
wanna
Chandelier?
swing.
Chandler. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of guest stars. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But that will be on the 23rd this year. And also, if you are looking for the Christmas spirit, check out Invictus Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Today at noon we streamed. It's about an hour and a half of songs that Joe and I DJ'd and put together. Basically, it's like if you put on CHFI 98.1, but there were no commercials, and the commercials that were there were kind of funny. And Joe and I just do like banter between the episodes, between the songs.
There's not that much banter, actually. It's mostly just really good Christmas music.
It's if you want to just listen to like a good Christmas mix, you throw it on in the background. You can download the link. It is on the Invictus Radio on the Discord. You can find the link and download it. Obviously, don't stream it on YouTube because it's full of copyrighted songs, but we streamed it on the Discord, and we're going to be streaming every Wednesday at noon for about an hour and a half to 2 hours of our, mix. And then come Christmas Eve, I'm going to stream it all 6 hours of it, so we can listen to Christmas music with all of our stupid, dumb banter and inside jokes. If you're into inside jokes with Invictus lore, there's a lot of deep cuts, references in there, like advertisements for ignorant farmers and going to cafes that we've been to in games. So
You know what it reminds me of, right?
What?
When we were young and we used to put on records and Bob and Doug McKenzie, Harlan.
I have that queued up
had
to
this
be on
record.
one of the mixes, the 12 Days of
Yeah.
Christmas. And
Oh,
if
how's it going, eh?
If you would like to be
Good,
featured
good.
on the show,
Oh, yeah.
call in. Just record yourself
what's
saying
the phone
something
number?
and email us at
Oh.
theinvictusstream@gmail.com. Shoot us that voice message
Send us your audio.
and we'll clip it into the show because
You know
it's
what I'm
fun.
gonna do? I'm gonna put together a script
Yeah.
that you can talk, and I'll
Do it.
just record the one half, and you can answer the phone.
Great.
Perfect.
And go with it.
100% done. 100%. We threw in Marvin jokingly recorded this is Radio Doran, and we threw it in. He called. He was our first caller. So
Excellent.
there's going to be a lot of fun stuff.
Cool.
going
If you
in.
guys want to be like the eye in the sky weatherman or whatever,
yeah,
just like
James,
send
you
us in
should
a
send
segment.
us like a. I'm over here in the sky, overlooking Arkham City, or some shit like that, because we'll cut it in.
Yeah, I can do
Doesn't-
that.
Do you
yeah.
invent call numbers? The wackier the better.
Yeah, that's right. You know what's gonna happen?
The mountain over here.
By the time we're at the 22nd or something like that, and we're playing it, it'll be just nothing but us talking, just filled with ads. It'll be filled with us being like bits
in
after
one
bits
song.
after
Okay,
bits after
back to a
bits.
song. And then
But
you
you know
talk
what
to the
people like?
song.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it was so satisfying though, because it all started because I was listening to the radio and I was listening to those DJs like cue up the song, you know, and it was Tom Petty, Christmas All Over Again, which we used in the first episode, and they're like talking over that intro, and I'm like, oh, I love that, like, you know, you're listening to blah blah blah, and you know all your Christmas favorites, and it fades out right before the song lyrics come in, and I was like, I want to do that, so we did. And there was a lot of smooth jazz.
Yep.
Jim Cullen Jazz Band featured predominantly, and there's going to be more, so check it out. Anyway, enough of that. You can listen to that right now. Join the Discord. Go down to the Invictus Radio. Download it. Put it on your phone. Put it on whatever. Stream it while you're working. And check every week, every Wednesday at 12 for another episode. And without further ado, I think we need to get into some motherfucking Argonauts.
Yeah.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado,
Bring it on.
Jared
More ados.
and the Argonauts.
From Columbia Pictures.
But I wish you'd listen to someone.
Dark secrets revealed. Treasure unimaginable. Harpies. Evil king.
My companions are yours to command.
A terrible backstory. And love. Jared and the Argonauts.
It began the night of the great upheaval. Peleus, known as King Peleus now, usurped the crown, and in doing so, learnt of a great prophecy. One that would be the end of him. It was foretold that one of the previous king's children would avenge him, laying waste to Peleus, putting an end to his line once and for all. This, of course, did not stop Peleus from slaying the king, his wife, and almost all of his children. For what he did not know was that one survived the onslaught. A woman bursts into the temple of Hera, a sea of violence erupting behind her. In her arms, she carries two small bundles. She runs towards the statue of the goddess and kneels. Please, goddess, Hera, protect me and these children. Suddenly a voice from the darkness, a shadowy, silky voice, steps forward. The visage of a god, but bathed in darkness. The young Jason must survive, the voice says. Place him behind my altar. What of his brother? The woman asks, looking to the other bundle in her arm. He is of no consequence. Quickly, hide Jason. The voice fades, and the visage disappears as the young woman stands up and heads behind the altar. She goes to place the baby down and stops. Wait, she says. Which are you? Jason? She asks the infant, as if expecting a reply. Which of you is Jason? The two babies burble at each other. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. She places one of the bundles down before returning to the foot of the altar as the door bursts open. Peleus stands there, sword drawn. The child. I shall not allow any of them to live, Peleus says as he enters the room. Zeus commands me. And with a swift blade he ends the woman. In the darkness, the voice of Hera, the goddess, speaks. How dare you shed blood in my temple, Peleus? I was commanded by the gods, he says, and no child of the king shall survive either. With a monstrous strike, he ended all the lives within that temple, or so he thought. For as Hera, the goddess, waited in the dark for Peleus to leave, she felt a change. She moved towards the young Jason who was hidden behind the altar and picked him up to find that it was not Jason who was spared, but his brother, Jared. And so Jared grew as Jason was meant to, only less important. Where Jason was meant to grow up with a desire for knowledge and maths, Jared did not. Where Jason was meant to have a sense of pride and want for honor, Jared did not. Where Jason was meant to unite a kingdom, Jared did not. Jared did nothing. Jared did fuck all except for eat my food and sleep all God's damn day. With a slamming of his fist, Euryclite, your adoptive father, Jared, rattles the bowls on the table of your meager farmstead. Damn it, Jared! Make something of yourself. Your brother would have. He picks up the wooden bowl and takes a deep slurp, and we see Jared sitting across from his father. Who is Jared?
Dad, how would you even know what Jason would have grown up to be? He was slain as a child.
It's a goddamn legend, Jared. It was prophesized. Your brother would have done much more than you. And what have you done? You lay in your room all day, smoking something. Doesn't even get you high. All you do is smoke it. It stinks up the house and rots your teeth.
It goes everywhere, and it just makes me feel good.
You and that worthless friend of yours. And he points to the other person at the table who's been like cut out of the scene oddly, and he points directly at you, James. Who are we looking at?
So you are looking at a little bit more pudgy, a little bit shorter than Jared, and you're looking at Isaac. And Isaac goes, "Yeah, what about Jared's doing great? I think
Jared's doing nothing, Isaac.
Isaac, Dad, it's Isaac. He comes over for dinner all the time.
I know. I'm feeding not only one worthless bum, but two worthless bums. You done yet, Isaac?
What do you expect us to do about Isaac? What does he honestly expect us to do about this?
I don't know, Jared. I don't know. But yeah.
I expect you to make something of yourself, Jared. Don't you? And he stands up for a second, pushing his chair back, and he points above the mantle to like a golden shield. He says, This belonged to your father before he was slain by Peleus. Jason would have picked it up. He would have hiked all the way to Peleus's home. He would have made a claim. And what have you done today besides shit 4 times? I counted.
Well, Isaac and I went up to the mountain and prayed to Zeus. So
yeah,
there's, you know.
Yeah, and then we threw rocks at some birds.
Exactly.
You weren't praying to Zeus. I saw you. You were fondling the boobs on one of the statues up there. How dare you try to pull it off?
Okay, Dad, listen. Let Isaac and I go, and we'll find something that will make us better.
Here's a way that you can help. And he reaches down and he pulls up a bucket. Get water to flush the shit you left in our outhouse down.
It was Isaac.
Yeah, Mr. J, sorry about that. I had a lot of wheat for lunch, and it was just all fire.
I noticed. Just leave. And he stands up and he walks over to you, Jared, and he puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, Jared, you have so much potential. Your brother would have been so much better than you in almost every way. Doesn't that inspire you to want to prove them wrong?
Yeah, Dad. I'll go and prove them wrong. Come on, Isaac. We'll go.
Are you farting right now as we're speaking, Jared?
Didn't think you'd smell it, Dad.
I heard it, Jared!
I wasn't trying to ruin the moment.
Get out! And your father heads towards the back room.
Isaac, I don't know. let's go get water, I guess.
All right.
And I head out the front door into this I guess Arabic
You're greeted to
beautiful
the warm familiarity of your farm. You see
Yes,
the wheat stalks piled high, of which your adoptive father does the majority of. And as you head out, the dark sky overhead, the stars illuminate.
Mediterranean climate.
Yeah,
is what I was
that's
looking
right.
for.
The deserts of Greece.
Yeah, I was looking for that
The
Mediterranean
Arabic deserts
vibe.
of Greece.
Not deserts necessarily.
And
but
as you head towards
Warm.
the well, you see the outline of a shadowy figure standing just off to the side. A whispering voice that devolves quickly into the sultry voice of a female enters your ears.
Jared. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
And you turn to see a woman. She's wearing sort of similar garb to you. She has a cloak holding her head up, covering her head.
Hey, Jared, go talk to the hot shadow lady. Do it. You can do it, man.
I don't know.
She knows your name.
Hi, Isaac. Did you say my name?
Trust me. Yeah.
Jared.
I heard it. Yeah, there it is
Come
again.
Say
forth.
my name. Okay,
she's
fine.
going
And
on.
Isaac, you're kind of like
Knew it.
you're kind of pushing me. You know?
Yeah, I'm shoving him over like.
Okay. Hey, hi, hey there. How do you know my name?
Jared, I am the goddess Hera. Look upon me and know that your destiny has come now to you.
She says her name is Hera.
It has been foretold that you or your brother, but then through a series of unfortunate.
Okay, he's paid you to come out here and talk to me, hasn't he? My fucking dad.
It has
Isaac,
been Jared.
Okay.
Listen
Is
to
it
me.
Hershey?
Hershey. Focus. Jared.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
You must slay the evil king Peleus, for you are the only living man who can maybe do it, potentially, depending. So, what are you doing later?
You're good. But you're saying, can I bring my confidant up here? Isaac. Come on.
Yeah. Hi, how's it going,
So-
Isaac? Good to meet you. Good to meet you, Miss
Harold.
Hera.
Yes, I am the goddess Hera.
Oh.
Hera. Oh, you have a statue by Zeus that we definitely respect all the time.
Zeus contrives against you, for he and I have a wager. Speak not his name.
You're not kidding. You're the statue lady? You're the
Yes.
statue lady? Oh. Isaac.
Jared and Isaac, you must go to the far reaches of this land and retrieve the golden fleece.
Okay.
So by land you mean like far reaches of the land? You mean like edge of farm, edge of town? Like that's I think the edges of Jared's Mr. J's land.
You don't mean the edge of the earth, do you? Like
You must
1,000
build a
kilometers that way?
boat. You must build a boat. You must find a crew. And I will be along to help you for... I will...
Damn it, woman! You hear a voice in an eruption of thunder. And all of a sudden, the three of you are swept up
I
in
forgot
this like moving tornado of wind. And as you come out, you find yourself standing in a cloudy palace, surrounded by bright white, despite coming from darkness mere moments ago. And as you see, there are people, large people sitting around, some drinking wine in lounge chairs, some standing by pools, some turn the light, some playing chess in the corner, all of them with familiar visages. Some seem to reflect the gods that you've fondled many times. And walking down a set of steps, you see the large, ominous, bearded figure of none other than Zeus, Hera's husband. And he says, "Damn it, woman," as his voice thunders again loudly around you. "You are not meant to interfere with young Jason." Wait.
It's
not
Jared,
Jason.
sir. This is Isaac.
Hey, Mr. Z.
Hera, she's beautiful wife you got there. I just gotta
As you
say.
can see,
Silence about my beautiful wife.
as you
Yes,
can
sir.
see, Zeus, Jared is all we have to work with.
All we have to work with. Listen, this is a wager between you and I separately. You are not to get involved. What are you doing down there with these mortals?
I assure you, Zeus, I'm not sullying my hands needlessly. The boys need a small amount of direction in order to get underway. I will not be putting my hand on the scale.
Oh, really? Just like you didn't do back then with Hercules?
Do not
Achilles?
dredge up old shit.
Oh, I
Excuse
think it was
me.
Probably, yes, and you definitely had a role.
I don't want to hear about it. It isn't the time or place.
Oh God, I turned to
Mercury
Isaac and
is
said,
right there.
It's probably raining back down at home. The
Yeah.
gods.
Silence! We're talking. All right, fine. You want to wager? We'll properly wager. Okay? You want to make this an even bet, Hera? Then let's make it an even bet. I know you. I know you won't be able to take your hand off the scale, so... And he snaps his fingers. And Hera, you feel a change in your demeanor, as if all of a sudden your godlike powers are lessened. You have
Zeus!
Oh, Zeus, me, you did it to me. Don't remind me of when I had to go down to Earth to get Hercules.
Isaac,
Look.
did you notice how her voice just lost a lot of its echo? That's kind of weird, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. Before it
She
felt
sounded
like
like us
these
all of a
beautiful,
sudden.
soft whispers on
Yeah,
the
it's
breeze.
like I could hear it
and
in the back
like
of my
the
mind.
rustling of the wheat through the fields. And now she just
Silence!
Oh.
Mortal idiots. Look, Hera, fair enough. Be as useful as you want to them finding the golden fleece. But you'll be no more useful than any mere mortal. Jared, do you need a ship?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
Foolish mortal! You never ask a god for a ship.
I wasn't going to. You asked
Idiot.
me if I wanted one. I mean,
Jared, do you need me to get some men for you?
Yes.
Foolish
I
mortal!
mean,
You never
no,
ask a
no.
god for men.
We'll get men. We'll
You're
get
meant
men.
to get them.
Yeah,
See,
we'll
look.
get men.
Let me just
and-
tell you, your
oh,
brother would have been very noble. He would have said, "You don't need to give me anything. I'll make it myself. You don't need to make a crew. I'll get it myself." But you, Jared, you're an idiot. Hera, if you want to
look,
put all your bets on him, fair enough. But listen to this. If you do not bring back the golden fleece, then your powers will cease to be. So, now you got more lying on the line than just a wager, darling. You got your immortal soul, more or less speaking. So,
And when I win, Zeus,
yeah.
you're going to be sleeping on the couch for a month.
Ho, ho, ho. Really? And he looks to the crowd, and they're all like, woo! He's like, well, I'd be sleeping without someone I love.
Aw.
Applause! Good luck, mere mortals. And as the swirling, twirling begins to break, you find yourself standing. It's the next morning, but you're standing back on the farm. It's the next morning, Alex. You're fine. You're standing back on the farm. Hera, a little more human than ever before.
It's hot out.
Jared,
Yeah.
when we were before dinner, that was just like the regular smoke stuff, right? Because I just had, and there was a shadow lady, and she's here now, and she looks more disheveled,
Exactly like,
but
right?
but like that statue still kind of.
And maybe we're standing up where the statues are, and all of a sudden her statue's not there.
Yeah, that's
Just,
right.
Yes.
You know?
It's just boobs now.
All right, listen, boys.
Right,
First things
so-
first, you have to get your crew together.
It's all good. Listen, Herelda,
It's
I've got it.
Hera.
Hera.
Please.
Hera. Right. Okay, look. Isaac and I got this. You really don't have to come along if you don't want to. I mean, you know, we could just, you know,
Believe
not
me.
go. I mean,
Jared.
you're still going to be immortal if we just don't do this, right? So it's like,
If you fail
you guys
in
are
this
playing
task,
games with our lives, right?
if you fail in this task, you will die.
Oh, I will. Oh,
Yes.
well, then we got to get a boat and some men. Remember, Jared, Isaac?
Yeah, I got that. I
she's
have
making me
boats
nervous.
and men here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go get a sweater. That's what I have.
And did you
Is that
say we
right?
had? Yeah, the fleece, the golden sweater, the
Fleece,
golden fleece.
yes.
And now, do you say we have to kill somebody?
That comes after the fleece.
Okay.
Yes.
So, get the fleece, and then kill somebody.
You're really gonna need some
Okay,
help on this.
okay.
And Zeus's face emerges from the clouds. I realize how unfortunate I've made this, Hera. You're dealing with a fucking idiot. So I'll do this for you. You can ask Hera 3 questions that she can answer in her omnipotence. But be wary. If you waste them on insolent things, then you'll never know the truth to solving this mystery. 3 questions, no more, no less. Enjoy, love.
He does enjoy his little games.
Wow. Never in my life did I ever think I would be meeting gods. Oh, my gods.
Yeah, I'd like to see your dead brother do that.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Isaac? See?
Yeah, like you're doing.
That's exactly
you're doing
why.
great.
Yep.
Like what's he doing? Nothing.
That's exactly why you and I drink the cypress wine. That's
He was-
exactly
That's right.
why we
He
go
was
up on
killed
the
as a
hill.
baby.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, like, everybody keeps saying that he's so much better than I am. And he's not even, like, he's never been alive, all because of one story. So, look, let's just do it. We'll go and get a boat. We'll go and get some men. And then we'll go and get the golden fleece. And after that, I'm going to have to kill a man.
This is the montage scene. So,
Do music video scene. I'm gonna have to kill a man.
I was hoping for something more montagey.
I'm gonna
It's too
have to
inspiring.
kill him.
There we go. So, we see
Yeah.
Jared and Isaac walking slow motion to the market, like pointing out guys and like doing the come here signal. The strongest, most badass men you need to fill out this ship. You're going to the ends of the earth for the golden fleece, and you don't want to bring no fuck arounds.
And there's
What's
like
Hera
this
doing?
shot. And there's like this shot
Oh yeah.
of Jared and Hera, and they're standing in the marketplace and they're pointing at a boat. Well, all 3 of them really. And Jared leans back to Hera, and all you hear is the overdub. Yeah, and I have 100 gazillion gold coins. Like, that's the first question.
To Hera?
Can I have like 100 gold
She's not a
coins?
genie.
I'm not going to grant you wishes.
All right.
No, I love it.
take it back.
So that
I take it back.
happens. No. That happens. And Hera says what?
No.
Oh.
No, you
Well, I
can't.
guess how are we gonna pay for all this ice? It goes back into the montage.
So yeah, people are like lining
Shows
up.
them, like, working
I think we
for,
cut
like,
to
a
like
month.
an arena, like a Greek
To earn enough
arena,
money?
right? Where there's like a Greek arena, and we see like lined up for miles all of the men willing to join your quest, Jared. And the first one stands up. Name is Heraclitus, and I can throw discus far. And he like spins and he throws it. And then it cuts over to Isaac and Hera and Jared like as the judges.
Yeah. I look to Isaac. What do you think?
Do you have any references?
I only have one reference. And he picks up a severed head. The last man who crossed me.
I'm
yeah,
a yes.
I think I like him.
Absolutely.
I like him.
Yeah.
Next up, you see like another big sweaty dude walking in. And he turns towards you.
My name is Fracaditis, and I know what it means.
Oh, he's in! He's in! Oh,
Agreed. Agreed.
Yes.
Let's get him some Cypress wine.
And then the crowd begins to part as you see an older man, a little bit gray but built. He walks up and he turns towards you. My name is Hercules.
Oh.
But he doesn't look that strong. Like the last two guys were really strong, right? Like this guy doesn't. He's just a normal.
You're gonna
guy.
make. Hold on. You're gonna make me audition.
Oh, you could hear. Oh,
I'm
you
fucking
could hear-
Hercules.
Isn't he my son?
No. Are you making me? Are you telling me that I need to actually audition for this shit? I thought this was just gonna be I was coming in, figured I would get on board. Are you,
know
making
what?
me audition?
You're in. He's in. He's in. He's a shoe in. We'll just let him.
Yeah, man.
I'll say it.
All right.
Yeah, you're in. You're in.
You don't have to make it awkward or anything.
Yeah, sorry.
thank
no.
you.
You're like, actually, he's got a good point. I mean,
Yeah.
why are we interviewing people? We need as many men as we can handle.
Yeah, he's totally my
just-
son. Hercules
Just tell
and Hera.
everybody you're
Yeah, whatever,
Hercules.
whatever.
Yeah, just turn around and tell everybody.
And he
they're
walks
just a
over.
kid. Get on the boat.
And then one walks up, and he's a little bit thinner, and he sort of says, well, you know, I sort of missed this, but I'm hoping that you could bring me. My name is Augustus, and I would love to join your crew. I can do
Augustus?
this. And he takes a pole, a castus, and he spins the pole, and he throws it really far, and it stabs into a tree. And he looks at you. Do I make
Got a
it
lot
in?
of good throwers.
Like,
There's not
honestly,
much other to judge on the throwing.
I bet not even Jason would be able to do that. Isaac?
Who?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, don't worry about it.
tiny little
My dead
baby arms.
twin brother.
No way he could have.
Right,
done
can
that.
I join or
No
not?
way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's in.
Cool.
Oh, no? You're saying no? Yeah. You're in.
And he
I'm a
walks
yes.
out. And then the camera like pans over your 40 men as you're like sussing them up, and you're like, yeah, this is the crew.
You know.
And then one more walks up, and he's like 80, and he's got a beard down to his belly button, and the montage stops, and he's like, hello.
Don't tell me you want to get on the boat too. Have you seen these guys?
I would
Yeah.
love to join. My name is Pebble.
Pebble.
Yes. Can I join?
Sure.
I mean,
Why
technically,
not?
we have.
Honestly, at this point, we haven't
Room
said
for
no to
Pebble?
I think
I
we're
mean,
at
technically, we have 40.
Always room for Pebbles.
No, I don't think.
Okay, and he walks over to them and he joins. And he stands like right in front of Hercules. I'm Pebbles. And Hercules is like, okay.
He's like Hercules, played by Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you
Perfect.
repeat the names back to me?
Yeah. Euryclides, Hercules, Pebble, Acastus.
And there's one more. Oh,
We'll go with
the second
Cyril.
one.
Cyril. We'll
Love
say.
a good
Yeah.
Cyril.
We'll say that.
Girl's a good one.
Always, you know.
And Isaac and Jared and Hera.
That's right.
And like 30 other guys.
Yeah, and like 30 other red shirts.
Don't worry,
yeah.
they'll all die.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Who's been in charge of the boat this whole time?
Oh, we're building it.
yeah, all 40 men. We build it.
Oh, you build it yourself.
Yeah.
So none of them are shipbuilders, so it looks like kind of a piece of shit afterwards. That's like really
fine.
shitty. Yeah,
No,
it just looks like garbage.
Yeah.
And Pebbles is
then
like,
we're
and I made sure it was watertight. And it's like already leaking. It's like already starting to sink.
and then I turned to Isaac and Hera. I'm like, yeah, you know what? We should just go back and buy a boat because
I mean,
we were in that shipyard. Remember there was that one?
Yeah.
It was
the-
okay. Like
was-
everybody
it
had to
was okay.
row, but
Yeah.
Steal it. We could steal a ship.
Hera, you know, can you make a ship? Can you like? Are you?
She's not a
You
genie.
can't do that, right? You're
So
not.
smash cut to
You have to
it's
let
midnight.
me say it. No.
It's midnight in the harbor, and like the 40 of Jared's men are like climbing aboard the ship.
yeah.
And they're all like raising the mast, and Pebbles is like going around. I'm ready, and you're like untying it and hacking at it, and by the next morning you have your whole crew ready. They're standing at the new docks that you have ready to board their ship. Jared, what is the inspirational music you give these people, or the song, the speech?
Jared walks out from the underneath of the boat and comes out and looks at the men who are standing. They're all ready to row under the moonlight. And he says, "Okay, men, we have to get out of here quietly because we're stealing this ship. Now extend your oars and let's go get that golden fleece. And don't start the drums until we make it at least a little ways out into the water. Now, let's go. Row. Row." And then all 40 men all whisper together, "Row. Row. Row. Row."
And so they do. You cast off the shores of Greece, leaving behind your home and everything you've known to fulfill the destiny that your brother basically put in place. You're on the ocean for an untold amount of time before everyone is starving and thirsty. There starts to become a bit of a grumble. There's the men, and the three of you, for a moment, are in the underquarters discussing what you need to do about this.
So what you're telling me is that you didn't bring any food at all.
It's not that we didn't bring
In Jared's defense,
any food
Mr. Z only ever said like men and ship,
and
like
a boat.
and boat, men, ship,
And-
boat. Like food wasn't in there, so why
Yes.
would Jared be expected
Like-
to do that? Like,
Yes.
he seemed to lay out
Well, I
everything,
can't
but
take all the blame just because Jared's here too, Hera, and you're a god actually. You you let this happen just as much as Isaac or I.
I
So-
don't know why I keep presuming that things will be taken care of.
I mean, she probably forgot that that has to eat. I mean, being a god, right? I mean, probably don't have to eat, do you?
I do not, but you all must eat
Isaac-
and drink.
You
and-
have to eat. You're part human now.
Nope.
I
I pretend that I don't.
Oh.
okay. All the rule book.
I don't poo either.
She probably does.
Well, who left that mighty shit? Hera was in there last. A mystery on board. And the Scottish cook goes around poking people. Did you leave that shit? And he just walks away trying to figure out who left the mighty shit. And Hera
God.
can't
And
poo.
Jared,
you see, Hera, you see, the cook. We have a cook. He didn't pack the food. I think we should eat him first.
you know what? I'd actually be down. What's better eating than a cook?
Are you saying that you feel like you should resort to cannibalism?
Well,
It's going to be a very long journey.
You know what? That's a good point, Hera. Like we could probably. I mean, we could see the shore.
Jason or Jared and the Argonaut at the end.
We've only been sailing for 45 minutes.
We're starving. We're gonna die.
Argonaut.
That's good.
That's great.
They ate 39 men. The end.
And Hercules walks up and says, Jared, I hate to lead your men here, but they do need a leader. Didn't Hera say that you could ask her 3 questions? Maybe asking her where food and water might be could be a good idea.
Hercules,
Euryclide.
Hercules, buddy.
Oh, you're Hercules.
He like
water.
looms over you, Isaac.
Hercules.
Yes.
Hercules. We already know where the water is. I mean, just look anywhere. Anywhere, my dude.
Oh my god, we're gonna die, he says and walks away.
You know, but he does have a point, Isaac. Hey, Hera. Okay,
Yes.
first question. Gotta word it just right. Watch
I'm
this.
not a
You
genie.
can do it.
Okay. She's not a genie. You reminded us enough. Where's food?
Nice. Good question. Good idea. Good
And
idea.
Hera's
Good one.
eyes
Tell us where the
roll
food-
back. Hera's eyes roll back in her head, and
Oh,
something else happens.
Zeus.
All of my hairs blows in the wind, the like intricate braids and shit. There is a secret island to the north, 20 miles. You will be there by noon.
Oh, fuck. I just wasted a fucking question, and we were gonna be there in like.
No, you
3
have
hours?
to like
That
turn
Hercules
the boat.
guy.
We're not going. We have to go there.
To kill Hercules.
No, we have to turn the boat still.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, just keep
You're
an eye-
welcome.
You-
There are
you-
2 questions remaining.
Tell us when we get
Thank you,
close to
thank
it.
you, Mrs. H.
Yeah, that's great. Good thinking.
So go. Are
Keep
we going to
going.
go or just?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jason or Jared
He's
comes
confusing
out,
himself with his brother.
Well, you know, to be fair, I'm doing this friggin' quest because I got his chore. Anyways, Jared comes up and says, "Okay, men, listen. We're gonna get some food."
And they're all like
Figured
really
we'd
upset.
stop
They're
for
like,
some food.
I shouldn't have trusted this Jared. And then as you walk up,
Yeah. Listen, Euryclides. That I remember you coming up to join us. You're gonna be excited to get some food and get that golden fleece. Am I right?
food. He's giving us food. Ladies and gentlemen, Hercules has done it. He convinced Jared to get us food. And they all uproariously applaud.
Hercules.
Hercules, Hercules,
Isaac
Hercules.
and I.
And I
Here
think
it comes
Isaac's
around.
there. Jared.
Why, thank you very much. And
You did
Who
great.
Who smuggled crickets on board? Yeah, so you sail off to the north. And sure enough, sort of tucked in between some heavy clouds that seem to hang on the ocean, you see the outline of an island. All the men sort of share a nervous look between each other. Oohs and ahs carry on. And as you row up, you get the feeling that this is a very dangerous isle.
Isaac, I don't know. I mean, we are pretty hungry, and I did say they'd get some food, but this island looks pretty dangerous. I have
Jared.
to say.
Yeah, it does, but you got to think about it. I mean, Mrs. H here said that this is where they'd find food. like
Now,
No.
before you step on land, there is a very important rule about this island, for it is untouched by current civilizations. You may find as much food and water on this island as you like and fill the stores of the ship, Jared, but
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
take nothing else but food and water. For if you take anything else, you will surely die. Why don't you repeat that back to me?
Okay.
And then
Food,
we'll know.
water.
Yes, that's right.
and,
Yes.
Um,
And, very important.
there was something else.
Yes.
And then nothing else.
Oh, no.
There's 3 things, right? Food,
Yes.
water,
Food and water, and then...
and then there was, and then I know the 4th thing was nothing else.
Yeah, so don't take
Treasure.
anything else.
Treasure.
Third one was treasure.
Nope.
No?
Do not take any treasure. Nope. No
Food,
treasure.
Water, treasure.
That
Nothing
nope.
else.
All right.
Oh, so food, water,
Take food in the water.
and nothing
And
else was the 4th one.
don't-
And treasure was the 3rd one. That's all I'm saying. Is the treasure was the 3rd one.
You know
You
what?
said them in that order, right?
Enjoy.
Okay.
Just
Perfect.
maybe Hercules, would you
Oh,
mind
wait,
going with
you're
the
saying-
boys?
Not the
And,
treasure. Okay.
Do
I'll
not
go with the boys.
That's what it was.
Come
That's
on,
what it was.
boys! And Hercules rips off his shirt, so he's just in his like little tighty whities, and he jumps off the boat and runs up the beach. Come on, everyone! It's a beautiful new island that needs some exploring. And he starts heading in.
And just don't take anything other than food and water.
Yes,
I
you've
got it.
got
Nice.
it.
Good
Oh,
one, Jared.
Good job,
Nice.
Jared.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. See,
So
I
while they're
remember
all
just in
gone, you
time.
guys want to like play dominoes?
No.
No,
You
we should
have
go
to.
too.
You should also
Oh.
go.
Our 40
Oh.
men went, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're all like
So-
stripping their clothes off. They're like, yippee!
Cavorting in the sand.
They're all like running and like, yeah, they're like, there's like 2 of them like making a sandcastle. 2 of them are like play fighting, like throwing sand at each other.
And
2 of them are
make
wrestling.
Make sure you
2 of them are just
tell.
making out.
Make sure you tell all of the other men to take nothing.
And that's right. And Jared looks at Isaac and he's like, okay, but we don't have to get naked. Like, that's not just
Well-
because they're all getting naked and running around in the water. I mean, I
Come
don't
on, Jared, are you nervous? Hercules says as he's like oiling himself up.
And Hera's just standing on the prow of the
Oh.
boat, like
I-
appreciating all this Grecian nudity.
It's a good old-fashioned grease oil up. Get your bum over here. And everyone starts running into the island and frolicking.
And I feel like Jared and Isaac and even Hera. Do you stay on the boat, Hera?
No, I'll come along.
Yeah. So we all get off the boat and we're like walking along the beach, and I'm just kind of like, "Hey, looking good there, Cyril. Hey, Aka."
And Cyril's like, thank you.
Hey.
And he turns to his partner and he's like,
Nibbles.
who's that?
And then as I'm saying,
Is that the guy that's been hiding beneath deck for the last 4 days?
remember, food and water only. Definitely no treasure. If you find treasure, let me know.
So are the 3 of you sticking
no
together?
treasure.
Yeah, we're gonna stick together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we just kind of wander off the beach into the jungle.
I think Isaac has the bucket from the first scene.
Yeah.
Still.
You just
the well
brought it. And the father's back at home like 7 weeks later being like, where's that fucking water? The shit is still stuck to the side of the bowl. He's just waiting. He hasn't done anything else.
Turns to Isaac. He's like, "You've been carrying that the whole time? That's hilarious. You've been carrying that bucket the whole time."
You haven't noticed?
I actually, you know what? Now that you say it, I did notice it, but I never really thought to say it. I never thought to ask it. You know?
No, it's
I was
you know,
the morning I
figured it
woke
would
up and I said,
come
"Why
in
is he still holding
handy."
that bucket?"
There's like a face
Yeah,
drawn on the side.
I mean, it,
So
it
as you-
seems like it would.
You pass through this like rocky overarch to the center of the island, and you see these massive statues standing hundreds of feet tall. All of them seem to be frozen in place, and the one nearest is holding a sword and a shield. and it's sort of in a thoughtful pose, and it says Thalos written on the side. And at its base, a large stone door seems to be open.
Sorry, I just made a joke. There's a stone in the chat. It just said Isaac isn't even credited by name in the end credits. He's just called Boy with Bucket.
Bucket, that's good.
So wait, there's a stone door open?
Yeah, beneath this massive statue that says Thalos on it.
Right.
There's a stone door open.
Thalos.
Jared
A
says,
god, I'm pretty sure, right? And he turns to Hera.
Is that a question?
No, definitely not. No.
Understood.
Well, could you imagine, Isaac?
Good choice. Yeah. He would never ask a question like that when obviously this is Thalos, god of.
How do you distinguish between the questions I ask you that aren't supposed to count and the questions I ask you that do count?
You have a certain tone of voice.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess one's more like a genie wish, and the other one's more of like
It's not a. I'm not.
sort of like a genie wish, but you can't materialize
it's not-
it.
Yeah.
Let's go, shall we?
Oh right, yeah,
Right,
hey,
yeah.
This trap door just opened.
you see Cyril and Hercules enter the stone door beneath the large statue of Thalos.
That's a great idea, guys. I am so glad that we brought him along, because honestly, I don't know if we'd be going down there if it wasn't for Hercules. I'm just saying, Isaac. Would you go down?
I mean, Jared, I would go down there if you went down there. I'm kind of whatever you want to do. I'm good with. If you want to, if you like, someone once asked me, and they're like, Isaac, what are you doing hanging around with Jared all the time? Like, if he jumped off a cliff, would you follow him off the cliff? And I'm like, yes, of course I would. He's my best friend. He's obviously the most smart guy ever. Have you seen the amount of work he doesn't do? I want to be like that. I want to do as little work as possible while still getting by. And Jared is the king. So yes, I will jump off that cliff.
Oh, were you talking to me? Says Jared.
I was just thinking. Because Hercules went down first.
He's just like looking at a bird.
He's basically going to run into any danger first. So let's do it.
So you follow Hercules and Cyril. Yeah, and you walk, and there's this large stone door that's open now. And as you enter, you see this room is filled to the brim with riches. Riches of the gods. Treasure of untold value. And as you are entering, you see Hercules has picked up a golden spear. And he hefts it and turns to Cyril and says, yes, this will make a worthy prize. And he goes to leave. He walks past you.
Isaac, that didn't really look like a spear. It almost looked like a big, okay, this is going to sound stupid, but it looked like a big brooch, actually.
And Cyril's like, it was a big brooch. Isaac, you are not a complete idiot, like everyone says.
Jared.
What?
I said that.
Sorry, I thought...
Jared.
You're Isaac.
Yeah.
I'm Jared.
Jared,
sorry.
This is our leader. No, it's fine.
He's the leader. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm so
Did you guys confused? That's... No.
And
no.
Jared,
no, everyone
Isaac.
said...
Honestly,
I honestly am worried. I thought you were Isaac. Oh, no.
And Jared turns to Isaac. He's like, you know what, actually? That couldn't be a bigger compliment. I just love you. You're my best friend.
Too. You're my best friend.
I love you too. They do a hug.
They do a
And
big
Cyril
hug.
turns to Hera and he says, we're going to die.
She's smoking a cigarette. She's like, I
So Hercules leaves the temple and the door shuts. And he's like, what? And he pushes it open with his back. Hercules gets his strength. He's like, ah! And he pushes it open.
And at that moment, that's when Jared's like, food, water, treasure, nothing else. Oh, no, not treasure, not treasure, not treasure. No, not treasure.
As Hercules passes the threshold with this golden spear, and you hear this rumbling, this deep... And as the walls and the ceilings begin to shake, you run outside to see the massive statue has come to life!
Ah!
It begins moving and attacking. Cyril runs out, looks up as a giant foot squishes him to death. Hercules begins running back to the ship. What do you three do?
Jared, what do we do?
Crap.
Should we...
I don't know. Hera, how can we kill this thing? Hey,
Is that an official question?
That's the one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Her eyes roll back and her hair does the thing, and she's like, "You cannot defeat the creature with your might. You must use your intellect." Oh, fucking shit. We're all dead.
Yeah, Hercules is like running to the boat, and as everyone starts to see that this thing has come to life, everyone's running to the boat, and they're all like, "Move, move, move!" And they're like casting off the boat as quick as possible. Are you making it for the boat as well?
Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah, everyone gets on the boat and unties it as the boat begins to sail, and as it does, it sort of reaches the edge of the cove, but the creature walks straight into the water and grabs the boat from the water, lifting it up and shaking it as everyone begins falling out of the boat. You see many of your passengers splattering against rocks and their insides just ripping apart as this guy shakes this boat and throws it to the far shore and just...
Oh, wait. All the guts are like animatronic, like the stop motion?
Like stop motion guts? Yeah.
Like
and you fall as the giant statue of Thalos begins walking away, and you realize that the ship has been destroyed.
Oh.
Are we floating
God.
in the rubble?
Yeah,
in the
you're floating
sea?
for the moment, yeah. And you're washing up on the shore, and all the other men are like, "What are we going to do, Jared? We've doubted you at times, but we believe you are a good-hearted, strong soul. Please, tell us." And Cyril is like, no, that's not Jared. And they're like talking to Isaac. They're like, "What?" They're like,
No, hi,
and they turn.
Hi, I'm Isaac.
"Oh, no! No!" They say, "Oh, no! No, Jared!"
He's like swimming out to sea, like he doesn't know where the island is.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm just
Jared,
drifting on a piece of driftwood, and I'm staring up into the sky, thinking, you know, I could possibly die here too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, Cyril's dead. I forgot.
Yeah,
So Cyril's like, he's like half. He came. He's like
actually
half
funny enough. I was
wounded.
gonna say, I'm so glad that there was two Cyrils because I've always loved your name.
There
Well,
was
both
two
of your
Cyrils.
names.
There was Cyril A and Cyril B. Cyril A is dead. This is Cyril B.
And you see in the credits, Cyril B, played by
Alfred Molina.
So I guess yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What's the plan, Jared? Then real Jared. Oh
takes out
shit!
of his-
You got this. You got this, bud.
Okay, well,
They're all standing
feel
around.
like-
They're like waiting for the plan. They're like, "How are we gonna beat this thing?"
we have to use our brains. That's what Hera said.
And
I
they
remember
all
that.
look to Hera at the same time.
I
Can we use your brain,
know.
please?
It has to be the idiot, unfortunately.
I know. And Jared starts walking, and he's trudging out of the water in his soaking toga. And he turns to Isaac, and he says, "You know what? I heard when I was younger, my parents once told me that the way to kill a giant, there's only one way to kill a giant. You have to empty its soul through its heel. You gotta uncork it somehow. You have to, I guess."
Oh my God! How do we kill it? Hercules
no,
yells.
actually-
It's like everyone's screaming in the background, like people are getting flung side to side, and like
Yeah.
they're being People are being picked up and like thrown into rock walls and just like exploding in fine mists.
Yeah.
And you're like having this
Jared's like,
moment.
Okay, no, sorry. So guys, I remember now. I wasn't being metaphysical or anything like that. I was literally there's like
Metal what? Oh God!
there's like a cork on his heel. Look for a cork on his heel. And Jared like screams across the crowd. I think giants have cork on their heel. And it
To battle! And Hercules points and they all run out getting ready to battle this creature. And they do. They move in like taking this creature down. They're like running around it. And as they see this thing on its heel, we've seen it, Jared, whichever one you are.
I'm Jared. I'm
Well, come.
the guy in charge.
Do your job, jerk.
Jared and the Argonauts.
All right, fuck it, I'll do it. And Hercules like sees this cork on the heel and he like turns it and pulls it open and the cork, all this like liquid pours out like Evil Dead style. Boom. Yeah, it's just like pouring on the beach, and the creature, it begins to waver, and it leans back and forth, the creaking metal on the beach. It's like, and then you hear that's better. Heavy crash as it falls towards the ground.
One of those.
In a deep, heavy
Everybody,
hit.
like,
Everyone gets
in the air.
Whoa.
It sounds like we're in a club. You know,
It
one of those
does.
clubs back home, and
Yeah.
Eurystheus.
Jared, do you realize what just happened? Jared,
Hercules, you did it.
I know. Oh, yeah. Guess that's
Yeah,
it.
and everyone in the background is like, everyone's like, hooray! Hercules! Hercules! They're like
Jared.
lifting him up over his head.
Sorry, Isaac. You were saying?
They saved the day! Hercules! We're all like giving him the whole thing.
There's like that kid from that
Yeah,
90s
Nutty
movie.
Professor.
Hercules.
Perfect. And then, the ship is in dire straits. It's half fallen apart. What are you gonna do?
That's when Jared pulls Isaac up onto a big rock on the beach, and we're standing above everybody. And Jared pushes Isaac, and he stands him up right in the middle of the peak. And he kind of stands behind Isaac, and he says, "Listen to me, up here. Look at me." And he grabs Isaac's arms and like flails them a bit.
Yes, and they all look.
And he says, and that's he puts his arms down and he steps in front. "It's me, Jared, your
Huh?
leader." And he steps around in front of Isaac.
He's the leader. I voted for him. Says Pebbles.
And he turns to Isaac and he says, "Thanks. Without you, none of this could have been possible." "What the hell were you thinking, Isaac?" "We'll do it together." And he turns back to the crowd and he says, "Come on, men. We'll do it. We'll build another boat and we'll get to that golden fleece, won't we? Euryclites, I remember when you came up and introduced yourself and showed us your strength. And Cyril A, I remember when you came up and
He died. He died. He got thrown against a rock.
well, you've got the same name, Cyril B.
No, they're both dead.
Oh.
One got smushed and the other got thrown against a rock.
Well, I remember you. What was your name? Yeah, you.
Todd.
Todd. I remember you. And Acastus, you're here too.
Yes.
And my point to all this is
I'm here too.
Does anybody know a shipbuilder?
They all
I'm
look
losing
around
them, Isaac.
awkwardly.
I think I'm losing them. Hera.
Hercules stands up and says, "Let's build this ship, men." And everyone's like, "Yeah!" And they all start going to the waterfront and picking the pieces. and we see a montage.
to be fair, Jared, that was your idea. It was your idea,
know
and
what?
your idea worked. Look at this.
And Jared puts his arm around Isaac and he says, "You know what? That was kind of my plan. You know, I figured Hercules is the type of character that would jump in and try to steal our thunder. But you know what? A little bit of reverse psychology, it goes a long way, my friend. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Am I right? Oh, she drank the Kool-Aid as well. Look, she's hammering.
I have a
Oh,
wrench.
life is grand, Isaac. We watch the sunset. We somehow
Isaac
have
pulls over his
found
bucket,
the
and it's just overflowing with wonderful fruit. And we sit there and
Yeah.
found the ancient herb, and we're like smoking.
We've invented slaves.
We're smoking an ancient doobie
Oops.
and eating ancient
Oh.
fruits and
Yeah.
drinking ancient wines.
So yeah, the next morning, everything is ready to go, but Hercules sort of stands in front of everybody. He says, "I would love to carry on this voyage with you." And they're all like, "Please, Hercules, stay." He's like, no, Oscar. Your mother who's sick in hospice. I know you well. How's your sister Jenny? And you, Todd?
Well,
hope
it
you get that
sounds like
infection
Hercules
sketch.
is off, so see ya.
Well, I was
let's
hoping.
get this show on the road. We're gonna go get some golden fleece. Am I
All
right?
right. And
Am I
Hercules like
right?
leaves, and everyone's like really awkward, and they're like,
People are like,
I
bye,
didn't-
bye Hercules.
"I didn't want to go on without Hercules. Hercules was the best."
Oh, and Jared jumps down off the podium and kind of chases after Hercules, and he grabs him by the arm, like this huge
Yes.
muscular arm.
Yes.
I
He
can't reach
flexes. He
my
flexes while you
palm
touch
around
it.
one side of his arm. I'm like, holy shit, you are strong. Listen, say something to the men. Tell them to follow me.
All
I'll
right.
owe you one, I guess.
I'll do it for the gods, not you. And he turns around and he says, "Friends, companions, brothers, I know that you would have followed me to the ends of the earth, and I would have followed you, but the gods have different plans for me. And so, I urge you, nay, I pray you, to follow Isaac to the ends
Jared,
of the
Jared,
earth."
it's Jared.
Who?
Jared.
Well, that's Jared.
No, that's Isaac.
No.
I am Jared.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's these are my Argonauts.
Okay,
You know,
well, put it this way.
I decided to call
Make
them
name
Argonauts,
tags.
actually,
Look,
Isaac,
I'll
because
just say this.
Oh,
I'll just say this.
it's called an
Makes
Argonauts.
sense.
I think.
Follow Jared
Oh.
for as long as you can. And if he should fail, Pebbles is my next in command. And Pebbles stands up and he says, "That's damn right!" And everyone's like, "Whoop whoop, Pebbles!" And there's like an overwhelming applause for like this guy. And Hercules
That's
is like,
right.
"Peace out." And he stops you, Jared, and he pulls you and he says, "Jared, if you are the one leading these people."
Hey, sorry, Herc. You don't know your own
just-
strength, buddy.
I just want to say, I had a message from the gods last night to stay here. And they gave me a piece of information for you.
For me,
Head to the east to find Phineas the Blind. He will help you find the city of Kalkos, the place where the Golden Fleece resides. Beware,
Phineas
Isaac.
the Blind. Okay,
No, Phineas the Blind.
Phineas the Blind.
No. Phineas. You know what?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
And
Phineas
Hercules
the Blind.
walks away into the sunset.
I'm
I'm
Everyone
saying
gives him a
Phineas.
Chisels a note on a rock
I
and
said
throws it at the
Phineas.
ship.
call. Yeah, and he grabs it, kisses it, tucks it down his
Someone
shirt.
hands him a baby. He kisses the baby.
Yeah.
Baby. There's a
And so
baby.
you take off to the great white north. On the bounding seas, starting to gain some of your confidence back, you find yourself at the prow of the ship, watching the waves crash around you. You point with sword towards the northern sun, except you're supposed to be going east, and so Isaac corrects you, and you begin heading east. Slowly but surely,
Thanks,
you
Isaac.
end up upon the shores of a small island, one that you don't recognize. Atop it, you see the outline of what must look like some sort of acropolis, an ancient structure that still stands, and movement at the top. You
Isaac!
and Isaac. Continue.
Sorry, continue.
No. You.
Thank you. Isaac.
Yeah.
Doth thy eyes deceive me? Doth
didn't
I
know you
see
knew
an
French.
acropolis? Sorry, no.
He's trying out something new.
That's,
It's been
Old English.
That's
Yeah.
what you've been working on all these nights, huh? It's pretty good. It's good. I hardly recognized you. What's up there? I don't see. Describe it to me.
Yeah. Well, I think I see an acropolis up there. Acropolis? Is it Acropolis or Acropolis?
it's Acropolis.
Oh, thanks, Hera. That wasn't a question, by the way. That was just like a normal.
You know what? I figured it out by now.
Gotcha. There's an Acropolis up there.
Yeah.
What do you want to say that there's somebody there?
Do you remember the name of the person you're supposed to be meeting?
Of course, Hera. Isaac and I always remember these things.
Good.
Right,
Yeah,
All
we
right.
do. Yeah.
Good luck on
He was
your.
a deaf man.
Ooh, well,
Blindius the deaf.
So Hera, Isaac, and Jared ascend the slope. They begin heading up towards the top of the Acropolis to find the person they are meant to find. Hercules was spoken to in a dream by the gods, and so these three arrive at the top towards their goal.
Hey,
As you arrive at the top, you see a man, blind as the day is long. He leans around a pillar and he says, "Is someone there?"
look at that blind man.
He says,
blind man.
"Is someone there?
Blind man.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, you.
Hi there.
Old blind man.
Hello?
Do you know a deaf man that goes by the name of Blindius?
No, I am the only one on this island.
What's
My
your
name-
name?
My name is Phineas. What is your name, friend?"
Isaac. I totally
Yeah.
I messed it up. I thought it was Blindius.
I can hear
He's
you.
the guy. He's the guy.
Yeah. He's
Who?
the guy.
He's the guy. Yeah, he's the guy.
What guy?
I'm sorry. I got
Yes?
I got your name wrong. It's Jared.
Ah, yes. No, my name is Phineas. I just told you.
Yes. And
Not Jared. I don't know a Jared.
Can we come up?
No. This is Jared. He's Jared.
I'm Jared. Yeah, you're talking to Isaac.
I can't see where you're pointing. I'm blind.
Right.
Sorry. Hi.
he's
I'm
got a-
Isaac. This
He's
is
got a
Mrs.
stronger
H.
jaw.
It's him too.
That's probably why you. Why it's probably why
Who
you're
is
speaking
Mrs.
like
H?
that.
Again, I can't see where you're pointing.
I am the
She is.
goddess Hera.
Oh, Hera! And he
She's
kneels
beautiful.
down immediately.
How can you miss her?
Oh, goddess. Because I'm blind, you fuck. And he says, "Goddess, I worship you, but of course, also hate the gods," he says as he spits.
Oh, that's
it's
unfortunate bit of
Where are you?
contradictory.
I want to spit in your direction.
No, I will be over here.
Keep speaking.
I'm right here, and then she kind of like hops over.
Did I get her? Jared, did I get her? Tell me if I
Yeah,
got
you
her.
spat right in her face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dumb
Isn't
gods.
that gross? Isn't that gross, Hera? Oh,
Isn't
God,
it
it's
gross,
all over
Hera?
your
Say it's
face.
gross.
It's-
Did I get her? Is she too grossed out to speak?
Oh, actually, she left.
Yeah.
she left.
You got it.
Yeah.
Went back. She was so upset.
She's gone now. Oh yeah.
She went
he was
back
yeah.
Gods.
down. the
Definitely went back. Is not standing right
Man.
behind
mountain. It's a good
us.
thing
Mm-mm.
you and I are still here, Isaac.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, Isaac.
So-
just you and
right.
me, Jared. Here
Phineas.
for
Okay.
Who?
Phineas.
Yes,
Phineas.
I'm Phineas.
You
You're
are Phineas.
I'm Jared.
Who?
This here's Isaac.
Yes.
Um,
Who's this here? I can't see who you're pointing to when you say
Well,
this here.
the other voice. The other
Yes.
voice.
Yeah.
I'm pointing, but I'm also saying this, and Hera is not here.
I know why you're here.
You do.
Oh.
I was blessed
Oh,
with the
that's
gift of
so
prophecy
convenient.
at a young age, but I was blinded by Zeus because I abused it.
Zeus.
Every
Oh, you
day.
don't say.
He sends harpies to torment me. I know what you seek. You seek the island of Kalkos and the golden fleece. Is it not true? And he reaches out and touches you, Isaac. You, strong noble. You are the brother of the one they call Jason.
No, sorry. Hi, I'm Isaac. I'm Isaac.
Oh.
Jared here though.
yeah.
And he
Right
reaches out and he touches
here.
Jared's hand.
Here
Oh,
we
yeah.
go.
Oh,
This
God,
is Jared.
Yes, your hands are so clammy.
What do you mean?
We
I
need
mean,
something
you know.
greasy.
It's a natural condition. Okay, you know how
There's like a cheesy powder on your fingertips. It's very.
It's a skin condition.
People have told me about my small hands. But
Shut up! I don't care. Listen.
Usually not honest.
I
about
will tell you
claiming.
what you need to know if you do something for me. The harpies that torment me daily, they need to be slaughtered and killed.
You have a harpies
There.
problem.
I hear them now. You have but moments to prepare. If you have men, I suggest you bring them. You're strong.
Dude.
You will defeat them. He reaches out and grabs your hand again, Isaac. The strength in your hand. Oh. Never mind.
no, wrong one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Quickly now!
Isaac.
Oh,
look,
jeez.
And
Yeah.
he cowers.
you're like naked women with wings.
Yeah, you see the harpies
their
as they
proof.
fly in. And you're totally enamored by
Oh my
them.
god! But
So what do you want to do?
dang.
He needs your help.
Well, you know what would be convenient, Isaac, is if
What's that, Jared?
Hera were down at the boat, and she knew that we needed men, so that and if she weren't there yet, maybe she could run.
She's just
Get the
standing
40
behind
men.
you,
Yeah.
shaking her head.
And Jared's like kind of looking at you now, going, if she could run from wherever she was to go get the men.
I don't
She's
Then-
cleaning her
okay, fine.
fingernails.
You know what?
do that. No, she's definitely
Totally
not.
understand. I get it. You know what?
I mean,
she's
but
like
the
the
there's like
goddess,
a
so we'll-
drop over there. We could
We'll just go.
probably shout
slide
down to
down it?
them.
Yeah. I was thinking
Ooh,
the same thing.
sliding sounds way
I
more
thought I
fun than
saw that on
yelling.
the way up. Yeah. Oh, shout.
Yeah.
That would be quicker.
I'm
In
that
fact,
was fun.
And the
I learned
harpies
this cool
begin
trick.
to land and fight.
I learned this cool trick, and Jared grabs a big palm leaf off of a bush, and he rolls it into a cone, and he runs over to the edge of this acropolis, where he can see the boat and the 40 men kind of standing there looking tired and bored. And he yells down,
Hey, you, Argonauts, let's go! We've got harpies! We need help here!
And they sort of like softly look around and they look towards you, Hera.
Hercules is up here!
Like at the top.
Hera
Hercules is
gives.
up here, guys. Everybody, come on! Hercules is up here! He came back!
Jared. Tell them there's naked women up here.
And naked women!
Hera gives kind of like a resigned shrug and then nods.
And then they all follow Hera's lead, and they all come up. And as they come up, you see them land, the harpies, the large blue creatures. They flap
That's awesome.
down and land around you. And they're
my
torturing
God.
the old blind man.
Oh no!
they're torturing that old blind man.
And he's like, help me! All right, everyone roll for initiative.
What dice?
D20 probably.
Let me get my dice.
First die roll. It's an hour and a half into the show. I got an
I was wondering
18.
if we were going
Nice.
to roll some die.
I mean, we'll see.
I love the way this is going.
Yeah, this is great.
This is wonderful.
That's great.
I'm always just been a fan of this era of
Yeah,
of
great.
I
like
love.
Like Rydell
not the
High.
60s, but no, not the 60s. I mean more
Do you mean ancient Greece?
ancient
Rydell High.
mythology. So I
He's
rolled a
lightning.
12 instead of
Rydell High.
20 die. Sorry, my bad.
What? A 20.
It's fine.
rolled a
A 20. A what?
I rolled a d12, not a d20.
What would you get anyway?
I got a 4.
Okay, yeah, that's bad. That's on your D20 though.
That was my d20.
Okay, yeah.
I re-
So yeah, you perfect. You got 4. What'd you get, James?
10.
Nice. Top of the round, Hera. You see this flapping harpy land on one of these stone outcroppings. What do you do?
Hera's used to being able to just kind of zap shit around. She's not really into like physical activity, but she also wants to help the guys out because she knows that they're fucking useless. So she just picks up a rock and she throws it at the harpy's head.
Perfect. Give me your roll, D20.
3.
Yeah, you miss wide.
I broke a nail.
Kind of just falls. Next up, Isaac. You see her miss. What do you do?
Nice try there, Mrs. H.
Thank you.
Let me give it a go. That was good. And then I'll go and I'll also pick up a rock and I'll look at her like, am I doing this right? Is this how?
I'll go after you, Isaac.
She
Okay,
nods
cool.
encouragingly.
You do.
Yeah. 5.
5. Yeah, no, you miss. So you're all throwing rocks at these people and you're all sucking balls.
But
I love it.
actually,
Par for the course.
Jared decides that he's going to pull this sword, which he had in his belt.
Ah.
And
Brought a
he's...
sword.
You
I've
brought a
always had a
sword to
sword.
a sword fight?
Everybody has swords at school. I wanted a sword. Is
Isaac
that
doesn't have a
big
sword. He
deal?
just has a bucket.
Listen.
All right, you
told
pull your sword.
Everybody was getting swords. And you said, I'm never going to need a fucking sword. And I was like, what if you actually will need a sword one day? And you're like, nobody actually uses this fucking thing. It's all decoration. And I'm like, okay, fine. Well, yeah.
How many times in your life have you needed a sword?
Right. And you think it's just
How many
because
times have I
somebody
needed
has
a
sword
bucket?
that I wanted one. The only reason I wanted a sword was actually to fight this sort of shit. So
Well, do it. You can do it, man. Get
People are
hyped.
getting like
you.
picked
And then
up
when
and
we
like
get
thrown
home,
off the cliff
you
by
could
the
be like,
harpies
yeah,
in the
I saw
background.
Jared use his sword. Okay, bye. So he pulls his sword, he runs across
Perfect. Give me a roll.
with a 7.
Oh, yes.
the harpy.
Yes.
Yeah, you hit it.
Doing great.
You stab it a few times with your sword as you
Kinda
are
Swipe it,
making...
and slice it a bit as it's
Yeah.
defending the old man.
Exactly. Top of the round. Again, we got Hera.
I want to look around and see if there's anything else besides loose rocks that I can use in this
Yeah,
environment.
there's an even looser rock.
I grab that.
Yeah.
This is going to be my rock.
Yeah.
And then I
It's
run
a
up to a
rock
harpy that is kind of swooping low.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to club her in the face with it. I'm not going to throw it because I'm bad at
Yeah,
at-
that'd be a fool's errand.
So I'm going to punch her, but with the assistance of the rock.
Okay, give it to me.
15.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
I bash her face in.
What would this be? 5,000? No.
5,000 damage. That's
500.
right.
No. Still sorry. What year would this be? Like 500?
I'm a
Who cares?
god.
She's a god. I honestly don't know. I didn't do that much research.
1 million BC.
You make it seem like I planned all of this.
I was gonna say something, and then it's not that funny. I can't remember. Wow.
Either
I can't
way,
remember the joke
you
anymore.
smash the harpy's face in. There's only one left, and
Yeah.
as the remaining of the team arrives, they all throw their spears effectively at it, demolishing the creature.
Great.
And
clang,
you-
clang, 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 clang.
Yeah. They just sort of like one of them even fires a bow, like a real person who's doing a good job at something.
And then there's like a quick cut, and they're like all sitting around a campfire, and it's like giant barbecued bat.
Barbecued, yeah, harpy wings. It's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
does that go
perfect.
back- Does that go back to the bugbear discussion? You know,
Now we're fine. And the blind man sort of comes back and says, "Thank you for doing that. Those harpies were a real nuisance. I hope you're okay that you angered off Zeus."
Yeah, fuck Zeus.
Yeah, fuck Zeus. You
Yeah.
sound cute.
She's standing behind Isaac, like,
Uh,
to get out of the way of any future spitting.
Yeah. Well, now he likes you.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you said fuck Zeus.
Yeah.
He's kind of on that team. He
Isaac.
says,
Jared kind of turns to Isaac,
Yeah,
and he's like,
yeah, she's on Team Fuck Zeus. Am I right?
"Hey!"
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to
Sorry,
say
Zach.
Mrs. H. I feel bad about that one.
case he's
It's
listening.
okay. He's been having a thing with swans lately that I just don't understand.
What? The cannon?
Zeus likes to fuck a
Oh,
ton of
he fucks-
animals.
So, if it moves, Zeus will fuck it.
Yeah, but do we want to talk about that on... Oh, you mean Zeus, not me. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Joking.
Good one. I didn't even get that until you said that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, so he says, "The place you are looking for is the island of Kalkos. It is through the clashing rocks to the west of here. Be careful, though, but I probably won't do anything because you're near the end now. Kalkos, be careful. There is a usurper in your midst." And he waves you a fond farewell.
Can you tell us who the usurper is?
No!
Oh, Why?
Ugh! Why you always do this? And he sits down by his campfire. And he has a roasted weenie.
Goodbye.
And then he pulls out a hot dog. Ah!
No, he sits.
Anyway.
He sits down and pulls a piece off of the crispy harpy.
Yeah. Delicious. So yeah, you set
So,
sail
can you
once
repeat that
again.
for me? Sorry, can you repeat that for me? the
Nope, he
My
only
man
repeats
says-
things once. Good luck. Through the clashing rocks,
I have
he
YouTube
says.
okay.
So thank God I have YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Through the clashing rocks, you set sail west. Your boat crashes over the waves. Your men feeling hardier. They are near the end of their quest, almost sure of it. And soon you arrive through the clashing rocks to the island of Calcos. However, you do notice that just on the outskirts of the clashing rocks, a ship destroyed by the falling debris. People are floating in the midst and they require your help.
Oh my God,
Help!
Isaac!
Yeah.
Look,
Help!
there's people
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah. We should probably.
You know what? It's about time these men
Fucking
listen to me.
help!
Harry's like,
And-
someone jump in
and-
there, please.
Jump in the water for me. And get that person out of the water. Throw ropes. Throw things that don't sink in the water.
Yeah,
Little-
and
little
one
word floats
a
in.
real hero jumps in. It's what's his name? Acastus. Acastus jumps in.
Acastus. Cool.
And he brings up a gorgeous woman. He like brings her up and she's like,
and Jared jumps in the water too.
There's babes in there? Is there babes in the water?
and she locks eyes with you.
He leaps over the side in a heroic 60s masculine dive. You know,
Yeah.
whips off
Yeah.
his toga.
And she
Dives
locks
into
eyes
the-
as she like wakes up. She's like, "Who are you, dear sailor, to stumble upon the Isle of Calcos?" She's talking
Is
to
it
you.
to Isaac?
Yeah,
Jared.
no, you.
No. Jared,
Me?
Jared, she's talking to you, man.
Talking
She's talking
to me?
You. Don't you hear the music?
There's like
Don't you hear the
bongs
loving music?
against the rock. He's like, "Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, she's like,
You're
I
just
guess.
so beautiful." There's like,
What's
big
your
waves.
name? What is your
Jared.
name, handsome
It's
sailor?
Jared.
What?
Jared.
Why are you so far away from? Come closer. You're yelling. I can barely hear you. Yeah,
And Isaac's
I'm
pulling him
scared.
out of the water onto the ship.
yeah. And I picture there's this moment
Isaac.
where Jared and this woman are locking eyes, and she's like, "Who are you?" And you're locking eyes, but Isaac's holding Jared, like you dragged him up on,
Like
and you're still holding
zooms
him.
out, and then there's like
Isaac's still
his head is right here.
and
next to
Jared's
mine.
still holding it, but like trying to avert his eyes, maybe.
Jared threw up a little bit in the water too, so there's some shit on his toga.
You're one of the most handsome men I've ever had the pleasure to meet. What is your name?
My name's Jared. What's your name?
Sabadi.
Sebedi.
Dilla.
Yeah.
Sabadi Dilla.
Sebedi Dala.
No. Sabadi Dilla.
Sebedi Da La.
Dilla da.
Dala.
Dilla dada.
Sabali.
Sabedi.
Da Da.
Dilla dada. I'm from the Isle of Calcos. Surely you must not be coming there for it, are you?
Well, actually, as fate has it, that's exactly why we're here.
Jared. The mission.
Don't mind her. She's a goddess. It's not anything
And who is this?
between us. I mean,
I'm Sebedad.
that's Isaac. This is Sabada da 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 da.
I thought I was the only
Dilla
hot
da.
bitch on this ship.
Da 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 da
Dilla
da.
da da da.
Sabala da Sabadilla da.
You're hurt. She reaches out and touches you, Jared, and you're like bleeding. She like fingers the wound.
Ew.
Ooh. Yes. Ow!
There is a rare flower on Calcos that can heal you. Come, sail your men towards Calcos.
You heard her. Come on.
And we're just like,
Pebbles. You're in
yes?
charge.
All right, sail, you sons of jerks. And he starts
Tell him
whipping
where
everyone.
we
They're like,
need to go.
what? We volunteered for this. And yeah, it's like smash cuts to her holding this beautiful white flower with red speckles, and she holds it and rubs it on your skin, and your wound like vanishes.
In like that, a sparkle wipe.
Yeah, it's like. She's like, tell me the truth, young Jared. You're here for the Golden Fleece, aren't you? Please don't play with my heart. Be honest with me, and perhaps I can be honest with you.
You know, before I answer this question, I've never met anybody so beautiful or kind. I've never wanted to be so real with anybody in my life, but if there's one thing I want to do, it's be real with you. And no, we're not here for the fleece.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Tonight, we shall invite your men aboard the island and have a great celebration. The king, my father, will be happy to have such honorable, strong men from the far side of the world with us.
It would be our honor. Sabadera della da 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 But I'm just going to reiterate, we're not here for the Golden Fleece.
I know you're not.
But if we
You're
were,
an honorable man.
but if we were, I'll say this. But if we were, it would be for you. Like I would do it for you. I would steal it for you. But that's like not the intent. We just happen to be here, and I don't know why I said that. We are here for the fleece.
Shut up.
Okay.
The party is uproarious. There's everyone dancing, everyone's having fun. The king walks to the edge of the stage and sort of welcomes all of the men. Ah, Jared, you bring a wonderful troop from the far side of the world. Oh yeah, I gotta get some updates.
Hera's
right?
partying so fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's like you should put on Black Eyed Peas.
No, don't actually.
No, I can't. I don't have the rights to it. So yeah, everyone's like having a blast of a time. Let's get this. Here we go. Melbourne Bounce House.
Jared and Isaac and Hera get on their party togas.
He's like, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you from the far side of the world. I appreciate the fun you had here. I know that you are all to be trusted, and that we appreciate how much of you have you've given us. Stop the music! Stop the music! Stop the music! But there's another thing. And he talks to Jared. Jared, now you told my lovely daughter here that you were not here for the Golden Fleece, but survey says that was a lie. And suddenly the mood changes as he says, you lied to my daughter. And she from the sidelines is like, he says, that's right. Men! And everyone comes out, drawing weapons across all of the men's necks. And he says, you lied to me when you came here. You are here for the fleece. The truth is, someone from your ship told us. Acastus, please. And they all applaud as Acastus walks up. And he says, that's right. I am the son of King Peleus, the king who killed your father, Jared. That's right. They are here for the Golden Fleece.
I
drank something. I took something, guys.
If we could give it like half an hour and just
Fine.
do this. There's like a smash cut. They're like, okay. And then it cuts back.
And
like half an hour later.
Yeah, and now everyone's in prison.
Thank you. Sorry.
Everyone is cut in prison. and it's the lowest you've ever felt. Your men are chained to the walls, and they're like, "It's just all your fault, Jared." They're looking at you, Isaac. You never should have followed you.
Not me. No,
You're not?
I'm Isaac. No, I'm Isaac. Remember?
That's
Jared's
Jared? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Jared.
We're gonna die here.
I mean,
They didn't even lock me up.
No, they didn't lock you up.
Nobody. Even
everyone else is
thinks
chained up except for Jared.
I'm here for any reason. How did I get stuck with this? And
Suddenly the
Jared
door opens,
Oh, okay.
and the sultry figure of walks in.
Sal.
And she walks over to you. Jared, I want to let you out, and your men, but promise me you must not take the golden fleece. Leave the foolish quest behind. You don't need it anymore. You have these people.
Yeah.
You have these people.
Think about
And you have something more
not
worthwhile.
gonna lie.
Something I keep here. My heart.
Yeah.
There are so many perks to being just like all this like so I just staring at her breasts.
You mind if I sit down? Just sit down.
This toga is
Isaac for just like this one moment is unchained and he puts the bucket in front of him for him to hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's holding the bucket in front of your crotch. She's like, Can you let go of your quest for the fleece? Can you?
Jared looks into her eyes. There's like a moment, like in Ferris Bueller, when they get closer. I won't take this. Zeus, he can rot. Hera, she can rot. This is real. That's all fake. It's all fake, all of it. It's all fake. You'll never have to worry about this again. It's just you and me and this crazy world. Can't. You're so silly. It's just so silly, you know. And to think that.
What the fuck are you saying?
Jared, what's going on?
Oh,
Your heart is true, Jared. No, listen, your heart is true, and so you deserve the fleece. I just wanted to see if you would give it up for me, and you did, and I'll give it up for you, too.
Can we go get the fleece?
Yes, I need to leave with you, though. I can never come back.
In like 5 minutes, guys.
All right, and she unlocks everybody, and she says, "Now listen, the king will know that we've left. There's a path through the woods to the Golden Fleece. Bring your friends, be careful. Argonauts, bring the ship around to the far shore.
You
We'll meet
heard
them
her,
there with
man.
the fleece."
And now they're
And
all
she
looking
salutes
at
you.
Isaac like he's in charge again. And Isaac's just go with it, Isaac. They look at you.
Okay, yes, do it.
Get the men on to follow the path through the woods.
Path.
The men will get the ship.
Go.
You three go, we'll
We'll
go in
go.
the ship. And all the Argonauts and her leave, and the three of you break out of the prison, and suddenly you're running through the forests on this Greek island. You're moving
three of
through,
us.
it's dark. And as you come out through the opening, you see it. You see the magic of the Golden Fleece.
There it is.
It reveals
Hera.
itself. It
Do
hangs
you have questions left, or
on the
There's
island.
one question, yeah.
I have one question left. I could pretty much just ask it now because we don't need any more questions. We found the fleece. We're here. What do you think, Isaac? Should I do it? I'll just ask a question.
I mean,
We have a question to ask.
sure.
You want to ask a question? You got a question?
I mean, there could be something like after we touch them. We still have to kill a guy, don't we? Don't you still have to kill someone?
Yeah. Okay, we'll grab the fleece.
Yeah.
No, good. Better not squander it. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jared
save
walks
it,
over.
Save it for finding out who we need to kill or something.
You walk over
Jared
to
walks
find the fleece sitting on the tree, but as you approach, you hear the sound of a creature coming from the cave beyond. The monstrous Hydra reaches out and picks you up in all of its monstrous glory!
Ow! God!
And just kind of shakes you around for a
It
minute.
just kind of shakes you around.
I'm gonna cut you. You better let me down, or I'm gonna really, really cut you hard. And then if I keep hacking, I'm going to get out of this thing.
Everyone roll for initiative!
Plastic.
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
20 or 1?
That's a 20.
I don't know. It's the 20, I think.
I think those are the dice that Merlin gave us.
There's the one.
That's a 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Wait. I got nothing. Perfect.
Yeah,
Top of the
I was
round.
saying
So
that.
maybe we only need one round for this because, as we've all seen the film, the Hydra only takes one hit to go down. Which is true.
Giant snake.
All right. What do you do, Jared? Let me put on some music, and you are.
This is
up.
a great battle, by the way, in the film.
The snake puts me down after I chop its leg. Or tail. Leg.
Come on, keep it going.
Jared runs at the head of the beast, and as it pulls out its fangs, it pushes I push my sword into his mouth.
I've always wanted to use this sword. Everybody says they were just getting it because everybody who had one, nobody actually uses it. But I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna tell everybody in high school that I use my sword.
And with that, the creature falls over dead with one sword stuck in its belly.
Did you see that?
But all is not over. Behind you, you see the king and his men following you. Get them, he says as he's chasing after you. Isaac, Hera, Jared, what do you do?
I'm standing
Grab the
beside
fleece.
the fleece, and I'm like, Jared, please.
And it breaks into that, like, Steve fucking song. What's
No,
Steve
it
Miller
doesn't.
song?
No.
Go on, take the gold fleece and run.
Took the
Jared
money
grabs
and
the
run.
gold fleece.
That's a stretch.
I know.
Yeah, you grab it
really
and
was.
run.
Because I fucked it up right off the bat.
You start
Grab the
moving
gold
up.
fleece and run.
Meanwhile, the king calls down fire and burns the Hydra corpse, pulling out its teeth. He follows you up, and as you are about to leave, you're sort of standing on the cliff overlooking the Argo. He stops you and says, "Wait! You don't realize what you've done." And he spreads the teeth across the ground, and out from the ground pops skeletons!
Okay. Holy crap. Jared turns to Isaac. What are you gonna do? I've left my sword in the Hydra.
Oh, well, I got this watermelon that I found on that other island, and Isaac lifts up this like 2-foot round watermelon,
Yeah?
and
No
he's gonna
way.
give it a good. He's gonna set it on the ground, and
Yeah.
he's gonna say, "All right, here we
Walks
go."
around it with Isaac, and sees its perfect spherical shape.
Yeah.
Wow, you always know how to pick the best watermelons. And he pats Isaac on the back. Give her, buddy. Give
Isaac,
her.
what do you do?
Isaac is going to run and kick the watermelon at the skeletons.
Aha.
Perfect. Give me a roll.
Dun, 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 dun. 13.
Yeah. You kick it, and it goes flying. And for a moment, there's silence. All of the skeletons are waiting anxiously as this watermelon comes careening towards them. And then it lands
I saw Hyder there. Go.
with an explosion.
Hey.
For some reason, the watermelon there we go. Explodes, shattering all the skeleton pieces as you all turn to see the Argo just over the edge, jump away. Dive, dive, dive.
And I say, hey, what a kick. Hey, yeah, let's go.
You all dive into the water.
Harry's in the boat already. Let's go!
Let's go! As you begin sailing, you see Pebbles row with your wife as you begin rowing away, the golden fleece in arm, and then suddenly a swirling, twirling begins picking up just you, Hera. It brings you back up amongst the clouds, and you stand across from your husband Zeus, and he says, Hera, darling, it seems like you've won the bet for now.
For now, Zeus. This time, Zeus.
But they haven't made it back home.
Well, I suppose there's time for one more bet. What do you say?
I say that's a bet I'd like to take, but a bet we'll have to take next time on The Adventures of Jared and the Argonauts. The end.
Yay!
Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jared and the Argonauts. First off, amazing job, guys. That was an absolute blast.
It's silly fun that was.
Very fun. Huge. I gotta say, really funnily and quickly, that Jason and the Argonauts follows his plot more or less. It establishes that King Peleus usurps the throne, kills Jason's father, and gives the inciting event to Jason to avenge his father. At which point, Jason goes on this quest and ends at getting the Golden Fleece. And never usurps his father,
Does
and
not.
we never hear from Peleus again, and it's completely just forgotten about the plot.
There's no vengeance.
There's nothing, and in fact, the gods do talk about it at the end, and he's like, well, that's a tale for next time, and it just ends.
He's like, I guess I just like a
Amazing.
love story.
Yeah, literally, that's how they end it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Alex, James, Joe, you did a fantastic job. Have a wonderful night. We will see you around the table next week. As my good brother Alex always likes to say.
See you later.
See you later, guys. Good night.